All right, big 3, 2, 1, kaboom. Live from Boom U. This is a breaking news report, by the way. It's a field report, and I'm actually seated in a locked knee, deep knee squat, which is an Australian exercise. By the way, this is Energy Boom 101, where we connect crude cannabis and consciousness, one big fat gusher at a time. You are, by the way, hearing in the background, and I shit you not, a cover band. Let me roll this at you. Let me roll these dice at you. A, it's a cover band. B, doing Tommy Two-Tone. And C, the kids that are having, and that's K-I-D-Z, the kids that are having a hell of a time here are singing back the phone number, which you know what it is. It's 867-5309. Huge news. Anyways, at 48 seconds into the hour, we're going to try and keep this one short and sweet, but it's unbelievable. We had to capture Tommy Two-Tone and introduce you to the, there we go, you just got to stand up every once in a while. Deep knee squats, keep you young. This is the bubble and buzz of the Boom as it arrives here at Boom fucking U, and it is becoming so painfully obvious that it's almost a caricature. That's the only way I can describe it. The one example I will give you is that there's a article a few days ago in the Daily Oklahoman that speculates that 2 to 3, by the way, that was Duncan down there. Big shout out to the D-Man in DeHaas. Duncan in DeHaas. He'll figure this out eventually. That's be a great way to see if anyone actually watches this video. I'm not so sure anyone is even watching these videos anymore, but as you know, I've been forced by the attorneys of GMX to produce a documentary. Energy Boom 101 coming at you crazy here. Eventually this is going to be a radio show, because I'd much rather have the format be where all you have to do is listen to this glorious bubble and buzz of the Boom, brought to you by Brothers, where Keith says, enjoy the bubble and buzz of the Boom at Brothers every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. We're going crazy here on Campus Corner Boom U. I'll probably get sued for that, so I'll need an attorney here pretty soon. It is now only 2 minutes into it, and you're already punished, and I'm wondering if you're looking for maybe the jar of ether? The jar of ether? But I don't blame you, but check this out. Okay, right there. Bubble and buzz of the Boom. Bubble and buzz of the Boom. Bunch of kids getting crazy, having fun. So you're going to see a lot of this. Here's what you're going to see on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night at Boom fucking U, which is right there. You're going to see the Alley of Lost Souls, which we're going to show very, very little of. But we'll tie in a beer drinking game called Sugars. Get to that later. Trademarked it. Way over there, you're going to see Club 747. The beautiful, affluent folks seem to be convening there, but we'll probably do a field report there whenever we get more than 4 people to watch this show, which should be in about 2017. You still got Tommy Two-Tone in the background. He's carving it up, no doubt about that. You're gonna have, let's see, that's Fuzzies right there. They got a patio. Fuzzies. How about give me a fucking break, Fuzzies? Give me a fuzzy break. Give me a fucking break, Fuzzies. Greatest, worst fucking tacos I've ever had, but I love them anyway. We love them here, Fuzzies. Across the way is called Corporate Row of Boom U. You got Crooked Crust. You got Pickleman's Gourmet Cafe. You got a few other corporate, Subway. You got a few other corporate dogs that come whipping in here and throw the big money at RP. Who's RP? You figure it out. And he's unbelievable. And shout out to you, by the way. And let's see, then you got O'Connell's Old School Boom U right there. Huge Old School Boom U. By the way, speaking of Old School Boom U, Syracuse Energy Center. Great story about the last boom bust. That thing got discontinued halfway through building it because of the fucking bust that hit. But that ain't going to happen again here anytime soon. Famous last words. There's the Boomer Theater, it's huge. There's, of course, Owen Stadium, or should I say Owen Field at Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, brought to you by who fucking knows anymore. Over to the right is where our lovely president hangs and bangs, gets the deals done, and probably exercises more power, and I shit you not. So if I'm dead in 2 days, you'll know that you need to find Charles Nelson Riley. And over there is, what club is that? That is Blackbird. Big, big club. Really, really good place. Go hit there sometime, kids. It's the buzz and the bubble of the Boom at Blackbird. See, we're tying them in. We're tying in all of Campus Corner. This is one big experience. One holistic experience. Wow. Hang on half a second. We may want to veer down here. There is Second Wind Coffee House. Second Wind Coffee House. I believe they are I think it's fair to say, a religious-based coffee house, a Christian-based coffee house. Nothing wrong with that. We'll be going there. Just trying to tell you the story of real life as it happens. Speaking of which, there are stems aplenty. Let's see. So this is the basic overview of what we hope will chronicle over the next 2, 5, 10, 20, 300 years, which is a boom. Clearly it has landed in Oklahoma. Basically it's landed all over the United States, and it's just starting to swell up, and it's going to be pretty fucking wicked to even try and keep up with it. Don't know what song they're playing, but we do have live on the Alley of Lost Souls. One quick shot, that's all I'm going to give you. Oh my god, they're playing fucking Hotel California. Holy shit. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed that silence with me, because this is as good as it gets, folks. There is some kind of cosmic coincidence occurring here in these starry nights neath a western sky of Boom U. By the way, did I tell you this is going to radio as soon as we can, because this format, this thing that's happening out here, definitely is best served up on a stage of radio, and but so that'll happen soon. But this is how we're going to track it. Its arrival, and what I wanted to say at the start of this show, and we'll wrap it up here pretty quick, is that there's a headline from a few days ago in the Oklahoma that talks about probably for sure 2 new skyscrapers being built downtown Oklahoma City, and perhaps, and I shit you not, 5 to 6 new skyscrapers built in downtown Oklahoma City over the next maybe 3 to 5 years. Okay, so that basically doubles the downtown size in 3 to 5 years. Pretty freakish. I would say that's a boom's arrival. Now, what I would suggest is a great way to track this boom is once they finish building skyscrapers, probably all the investments have been made. And you'd probably know that, I don't know, by tracking how often new skyscrapers arise, and then, you know, doing a little calculus there to where suddenly it's taking 2 years in between skyscrapers instead of 6 months, then something's slowing down. And then if the final skyscraper was built, but it was, you know, oh, this is usually the best. We may see something. We may see an unfinished skyscraper. Anyway, you'll know when it happens. But it could be a long time from now, and it's a lot of fun to see that it's actually just starting. And I shit you not, a pretty big old fucking boom has arrived in the United States of America, and we are fortunate here from lovely Norman, Oklahoma, to give you the front porch view. By the way, we trademarked that. The Norman, Oklahoma, your front porch view to the boom. And it's not just a boom, it's the boom. 2 exclamation points, no more bullshit. We're never going to keep up with this story, by the way. This will probably be the last dispatch from the patch, because we want to go radio. We want to go radio gaga if we can. Also, a quick shout out to, I didn't have any scotch tonight to use as a drilling fluid, but we'll get some tomorrow night. But I did have, you know, I would describe it as a pleasantly enjoyable, yet mild, fracking job provided by Super D's Pleasant Surprise. And that did the frack job today, and we got I'd say this, we have a respectable flow rate, friends. And you are my friends and neighbors. We have a respectable flow rate. I'd say this sumbitch has got 150, 200 barrels a day. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, depending where you're drilling. And here in Oklahoma, by the way, they're drilling the Mississippi Lime, the Woodford Shale. Now, those are the 2 major plays. The lime is not a shale play. It's a lime rock, from what I'm told. I think it might even be bedrock from Barney fucking Rubble. But I'm sure they were drilling into his head. But it's lime rock, I think. So it's called Mississippi Lime. Great name. Sandridge has a dominant position in it, about 2 million acres. Tommy Ward rounded it all up. And then, of course, you know the rest of the story, tragically, but I'm pretty sure it was orchestrated by a press dump. Tommy Ward gets removed from the Sandridge program. He's already starting his own company. I think it's called Touchstone. You gotta love the sumbitch. We'll follow him. Tapstone! Boom! I think it's Tapstone. We'll try and keep up with him. But they have the dominant position right now, and it'd be a fun, it'll be pretty easy to follow. Sandridge should be a really easy stock to follow over the next, I don't know, why the fuck are you asking me? But that fuck, by the way, is spelled P-H-U-C-K-I-N-G. Therefore, it's not the fuck that was spelled F-U-C-K-I-N-G, because I'm not so sure you can say that. Well, you can, but if this thing ever actually got on PBS, which I doubt is going to happen, and we're so close to the 10-minute mark, that I have to, by the way, 10 coincides with, I think, the number of viewers we now have. It's plummeted, folks. And Chevy Chase is apparently lining up to come on the show to boost the ratings. Stems galore. Back to the game here. I'm going to wrap this up because I told everyone it wouldn't last more than 5 minutes, and we're at 10 minutes. You get the idea. This is, let's call this the fall of 2014. Boom U, the arrival of the boom. We'll file these field dispatches here and there as we see needed, you know. And we may even do another one tonight, but I sort of doubt it. I think the point's been made, and I hope that we get more than 4 people to watch this. Peace out.